Hi, if you're a Capricorn born December 22nd to January 19th, what can you expect for the month of May 2018? Let's tune in and find out. Wow. Okay, so right away, Capricorn, I feel like you get a lot of things off your chest. I feel like you're really pushing back at the universe or in your environment, in your work, with people that you know or that you love, and really kind of like changing your life in a way that works for you. I feel like you're just, I don't want to say you're negative about it, but you're ready for the change, and you're not afraid anymore, and you're just pushing things and moving things forward. So I really see you pushing back in a good way, and the good news is I feel like when you push, everything falls away. So you don't have to really push. It's almost like you fall forward. It's like, oh, I didn't know it would be so easy. So I really feel that whatever it is you're changing in your life or in your skills are going to happen fast, and it's going to be easier than you thought. So I think the hardest part is kind of organizing it in a way that it is satisfying to you, that is enough, and that is going in the direction that you want. So I feel like the biggest thing has been in the planning and the implementing and understanding and getting clear with yourself what it is you're asking for, and then when you go to present it, I feel like everything just falls away. So that's awesome. So let's look now at coupled relationships. Those of you in a committed romantic relationship, what can you expect for May? Let's see. All right, so some of you, I see that you have to kind of like tie your partner up, get them to sit down so that you can have a conversation with them and being on the same page. And I feel like as soon as that happens, all that frustration kind of rolls away, and you see that they're right there, they're present to you, and it's just, you know, it's easier than you had anticipated. So I think you have been in such a place maybe for a long time and feeling like you weren't heard, or that people didn't value you or weren't giving you the respect or the time that you needed, that now that it's finally here, you don't quite believe it. So I see it all melting away, and just an ease in the relationship and a trajectory in the relationship that feels good. Both of you being on the same page and moving forward. And if it's not, I definitely feel like there's clarity and there's agreement very quickly. So that's good. There's also a lot of romance, tenderness, especially in the early May. It feels like the whole month is kind of like, even though there may be big things that you're doing, there's this underlying success, this underlying tenderness, this underlying sense of satisfaction of being with each other, which is really tender. And I don't care how long you've been together, it feels like you're reconnecting to that simpler time, right? When it's just the two of you. So no matter how busy you are in your life, I feel like you both are able to sink down into that this month and just really relax and be with each other in a way that you haven't for a long time. I don't feel like so much in the doing as it is in just the being, and being different and being conscious and present to each other. It feels really nice. Okay. There are some moments the weekend of May 17th through 19th, that kind of time frame right there is a great little idyllic getaway. If you want to go and enjoy yourself, it feels really nice. But I don't feel like an urge to. I feel like you're so kind of like, chill that sometimes even putting effort into like, I don't know that I want to, because you do so much already. It may be just easier to stay at home. Okay, let's move on to those of you that are single and interested in creating a romantic partnership. I feel like you're freer than you've been in a really long time to get what you want. And I feel like you're kind of done making excuses for the men or the women in your life that have disappointed you. And I feel like you finally are just letting them go and just going, I'm not going to settle anymore. I'm letting go. So I feel like a lot of you have turned a corner and are valuing yourself in a way that is like, it's time for me. And if that means I'm alone, I'm alone. But I don't feel like you're going to have to be. I feel like just letting go of the disappointment, letting go of second best, somebody who wasn't quite good enough, but you were hanging in there, hoping to, contort them or twist them or move them into being, that person for you. I feel like when you just let go, I feel like the space clears and you're presented with something completely new, and I want to even say rewarded with a new relationship. So, and whether that means that person has suddenly morphed into that new person or there's somebody completely new, but it's kind of like make them show you. Don't keep making excuses, right? Either they show up or they don't. And if they don't, next. And I feel like it's that kind of like finality this month, clarity, and really knowing what I want and what I don't want. So I see you kind of letting all the pretenders go and only the real ones show up. So it's nice, and they are showing up. You just have to let them and not allow yourself to kind of be in this second best space that you've been in, whether it's, you know, getting the booby prize or just putting up with it or whatever. And for those of you that have been intolerant, you know, who go the other extreme, who are just intolerant and aren't ready to open yourself back up to love, I feel like if you soften a bit, then you're going to get what you want too, because you don't want to be the one who's intolerant. You don't want to be the one who's, you know, everybody has to be absolutely at their A game all the time or don't show up, right? Because that's unrealistic as well. So the bottom line is I feel like you finally get to a place that is manageable for you and feels good for you, and that you're not taking care of anybody else, and you're finally receiving what you need. So really good opportunities this month for romance. The biggest thing for you is to have no expectations and just to go out and enjoy yourself. And I feel like if you do those two things, have no expectations and just go and enjoy yourself, you're going to be really surprised this month. And you're going to really meet some really cool people, and people that you're going to be surprised are interested in you. Like, wait, what? Almost like you have to do a double take. So it's like that kind of energy. So not looking for it, being completely surprised and open for it. Really good things can happen and magical things can happen for you Caps this month. Okay, let's move on to money and career for Capricorns. So I see you just being calculating with your money, you know, looking to see, you know, where it needs to go, how much is coming in, and you're going to have a lot of creative energy this month in coming through your brain about how to get it. Like you can see it and how to get it and what you need to do. And I see you very quickly building the momentum to get that money in the door. So I see very quickly success and you seeing the goal and making the goal happen. So it's very fast. It's a very fast plan of action. It's something that just shows up. You're like immediately your brain goes, wow, I just need to do this, this, and this, and that's mine. And so I totally see this kind of new idea or new way to get the money in the door very fast for you, and it happens. So I don't feel like there's any delays with it. This is not like something we have to plan out and then, you know, then we go fishing for it and then we have to, you know, none of that. You see it, you implement it, and the money comes in. So it's really fast this month. Love that. Okay, so now for your careers, Capricorn. Okay, I just see you like writing what you want, diploma, like you've graduated, all the bullshit, all the nonsense, and you're just kind of writing your own ticket, and then people are accepting it or moving it. So I feel this negotiation going on, and then you get it approved. So don't waste any time. This goes back to the very beginning when I first started talking, that there's information here for you that that all there is for you to do is really get clear about what you want and then present it. And I was seeing, you know, you pushing, but the push is really more within yourself. As you present, it just falls away. And I feel like it's very easy to get what you want. And what's not, even if you negotiate it down a little bit, I still feel like you're really happy with it. It still feels really solid and really good. So I love that. So pretty much writing your own ticket this month, Capricorn, about what you want and how you want to get it. So I love that in your career. Now, for those of you that work for somebody else, it's the same thing. Let them know what you want. You go in and let them say, this is where I aspire to. I want that position. Can you help me get it? Or what does it take to earn this position over here? How much time do I have to in? Get all the details and the information, and I see doors opening up for you. So it doesn't matter if you're not your own entrepreneur, you know, just go ahead and get engaged in conversation and dialogue about what it does take. And I feel like the doors will be opening for you. Okay, so don't sit back. This is the month to move forward and to push forward to get what you want. Okay, but it's not tough. Everything just falls away, right? It just falls away. So it's easy. It's like they're a pushover. All right, let's look at your health, Capricorns, and see what's in store for you. The throat's coming up, really, and probably because you're going to have to speak up and say what you want, right? So the throat's coming up, so take care of your throat. Make sure that you're, taking vitamin C, you're not screaming, you're staying away from that cold and flus. We've got spring coming up, so a lot of people can have allergies, and that can affect the sinuses and the back of the throat. So you just want to take care of yourself this month, especially around the throat. And then the eyes, I've got some stinging up around the eyes, which feels all very much allergy related to me. So just want to take extra care, noticing the pollen and things like that. And if you have allergies, you know already how to take care of yourself. All right, let's see if there's any surprises for you. So the surprise is that the end of the month is not going to look anything like the beginning of the month. The beginning of the month feels like it's very chaotic and lots of pressure and all these things happening. And the end of the month feels very orderly and very clear and like sterile, like wow. And so I just feel like things change shape so fast. And this feels really positive to me. It feels like it's something that you've been craving and wanting and asking for. And after you start out like this little bit of a chaos in the beginning of the month, by the end of the month, it's completely what you had hoped for. So I feel like you're moving in the right direction, and there's like relief, like wow. And I also feel like an excitement coming of new ventures and new life and new beginnings. So I really feel the energy coming in at the end of May of this new exciting time for you. So it's really good energy, Capricorn. All right, well, I hope you like my intuitive astrology. If you do, please click like and share it with your friends. Feel free to comment below. Have a wonderful May, everybody, and I look forward to seeing you again next month.